Hello and welcome to Flippin' Live, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview live stream. Today we are doing something fun, something different. We are flipping through the latest issue of Freaky.
I think you're freaky and I like you a lot.
Yes, that is right, and we have count them four special guests, reaching to new heights on this December the 15th. If you are watching right now, make sure hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. That's the best way that you can support this channel and continue its growth. If you want to support me in another way, patreon.com/flippinthrough. Link is somewhere down in the description, along with many other links you should follow, including the link to get you a subscription to Freaky Magazine. If you're watching right now, leave a comment. We're going to come back and say hello to everybody who is tuned in and watching this live stream. I should say, those people who thank me on Patreon, those people who support me on Patreon, these are the people that I get to thank right now. Ben Forsgren, Joey Gesso, Reflection of Perfection, Misimo, Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead-Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Lil Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope I can keep on earning it. With that, I'm going to start bringing in our guests. Now, our first guest needs no introduction. You know him. You love him. He is Kyle Bridget.
I thought for sure you were going to say Dalton Vaughn. I was getting ready to be so mad.
Oh, shit, it's Lupin. Yeah, that was a really big missed opportunity. Can I try it again? Kyle Bridget, thank you so much for joining us. As we welcome people in, we want to give them an opportunity to plug things that they have going on.
Okay, is this that opportunity now?
This is that opportunity, yes.
Well, thank you. I was hoping for like a countdown. Should we do a countdown? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
5. Hold on. Let's get the chat involved. 5. Nobody's counting. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, do we go on 1? Or is it 3, 2, 1, go?
3, 2, 1, go.
Well, you can find me mostly on YouTube these days at Little Cozy Nostril, where I recently started a new interview program called Nostril Zone AM. And my first interview's up. I interviewed Craig Yo from Yo Books, former general manager of the Muppets, and possible creator of GAC. And he had a new book out. So there's got a new interview there. So check it out. It could be a new format. Maybe if it does well, we get more interviews. Maybe if it does poorly, we don't do interviews anymore.
Yeah, this could be the first and final interview. Well,
could be. You want to be in on the ground floor, though. That's what I'm saying. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah. Welcome in our next guest, birthday boy Brandon Hicks.
Hi. Hello.
You know what, Brandon? I thought you wandered off to use the bathroom, so that's the only reason I clicked on yours.
I just like to be up next, so.
Yeah, it's that'll teach him wandering off. Brandon, how are you doing?
Doing great. Do I get to promote something too, or is that just?
Yeah, no, stop. See, you got to wait for the countdown. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I have an Instagram page at Brandon Hicks Comics, and I do have a new book on the border. It's just a collection of stuff that you can find on my Instagram page if you want to go really far back. But it's $10, so it's worth just buying the book.
Nice. Well, will you two please help me by welcoming in one of the oldest guests, not in age, but I think he was on my show before Kyle Bridget, perhaps, ever was. The draftsman from Dixie, Dalton Vaughn.
Oh, hello there. I was just reading the new copy of Freaky Magazine.
Oh, what? Wait, what magazine was that?
No, not this one. This one right here, this premium cream of the crop straight off the press of San Francisco.
Freaky.
I can smell.
I think you're freaky and I like you a lot.
That's gonna happen anytime someone says freaky.
Anytime somebody says the title of
So
that
is this
magazine,
it's like Pee Wee's Playhouse,
it is, yeah.
but the mics
Well-
don't peak. It's just
It's the opposite of that because we can't be loud.
for sure.
Yeah, most of the things that I do on this show are just stolen from other more creative shows.
He's just following psychic trails and seeing what comes out of it.
Flipping
Dalton
through
Vaughn,
Hacks edition.
where can
What
people
are you
find
selling?
you and your work?
So you can find me on Instagram at Dalton H. Vaughn. I just joined Blue Sky recently, and there's not many people over there. So I scored the at Dalton Vaughn handle over there. Thinking about starting a Substack too, but I've just got a regular page that I post on there sometimes.
Yeah, there's not many people on Blue Sky. Have they considered reaching out to Donald Trump, try to get him on?
Well, he's got his hands tied with Truth Social, and he's
Oh, that's right.
spreading the truth, and Rumble's already taken too. So maybe Elon will help and pull Blue Sky,
Yeah.
Blue Sky up a little bit.
I
But yeah,
cut
it's
you off.
a
You had
Twitter
one other
clone.
thing.
It's fine. No, what's up?
Oh, I cut you off. You were about to say one other thing, it seemed.
Oh no, I was just saying that I have like a Substack, but I haven't really started like a newsletter or anything. I'm still kind of figuring it out. But I've been posting stuff over there too.
Nice. All right, fellas. Well, our final guest coming on, a new face to Flippin' Through, none other than Lance Goiter himself, Cam Hayden. Warp magazine.
I thought we were doing warps. Damn it. Oh well. Hello.
No, we're doing Nuts magazine.
Oh,
Warped
okay.
is next week.
Okay. That sounds good then. I'll read it. How are you?
Cam.
Hello.
What do you got going on? Where can people find you and your work?
Mostly just on Instagram, I guess, is kind of the best kind of central hub for my stuff. I'm mostly just here making comics. I don't really have a lot of online stuff really, but all my comics are available through links on my site. I've got this one. This is kind of my newest batch. They're all collections of strips that some of which have appeared in Freaky, some of which are from other publications and stuff. I also got Shitty Stories, popular one. There's the follow-up extra Shitty Stories.
I got that one.
Oh yeah, and then for my fellow Canadians, I've got Tomb Stomping Connors.
Nice. My favorite cover out of all those, it's like the title and the cover combined. It's the man drowning with the sandwich being thrown at him. It's the least I could do. I don't know. That just cracks me up every time I see it.
That's the newest one, yeah.
Where are
so
you based, Cam?
I'm in Calgary.
Calgary, right on.
Yes. And
Now-
where I was able to find a copy of this, so.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
I'm getting
For
double
our,
promoted.
for our American viewers, where is Calgary?
It is straight north from Missoula, about 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
now you're talking in language I understand. Yeah, perfect. Well, I'm just going to run through the chat real quick, fellas, and say, oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Say hello to some of the people who are joining us. We have, look at Shane's Hobbies. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Shane. How do you do?
Hi, Shane.
Hey Shane.
We got Little Cozy Nostril.
Oh, that asshole.
Settle it.
That's an untough but fair.
Settler is a new app for people wanting to find homes in Canada.
That's right, and it's down. The servers are down right now, so you were looking to catch up on me there.
We have Harvey Esquire, longtime viewer. Hello, hi ho, Shane. Well, he's not saying hi to us, but here, maybe that one's more relevant. David Strickler tuning in. Greetings, gentlemen and gentle ladies. I'd be shocked if there were any ladies that are tuning in to watch this show.
Well, it's a very diverse panel we have.
Yeah. This is called the beefcake panel. Who else? Oh, Angel Acevedo. Wait, what the hell? He did a little duck.
Had to be during the duck noise.
Nice.
Oh yeah, good point. And then Sticks McFly. Hello, Sticks McFly. How are you doing? 4 more guys, and you can do the Brady Bunch opening. Yes, but unfortunately, I've downgraded to the free version of this software. So 6 individuals is the most that I can have, and so I'm going to be maxing out this time. Wait, what happens if we do this? Oh, that works. That's a little bit better. Who else is here? Dalton Vaughn is in the chat. Who's the bald guy? That's you. Yeah. What prompted the shaving of the head?
Getting old and having a bald spot, and growing my hair out, and it just kind of being the beacon of people's eyes. And I'm just like,
He sold it to me.
get rid of it.
Hey, my eyes are down here.
That's right. It's like, I mean, it started to look like when Homer put his head in the Shino Ballo, and like you could see
Dude,
everything.
I have that cell. Very
Do you
proud.
really?
I do. Yeah, it's not.
Holy shit!
I'll have to show you sometime, but it's in a different room. But yeah.
Oh
that's
my god!
The one Simpson cell I have.
Oh
That's
man,
amazing.
I'm wanting to expand my original art collection, and a Simpson cell is definitely on that list.
Well, hey, you have an admirer in the chat. Man, I'm loving this Dalton guy. He seems so effortlessly cool and so incredibly talented.
Oh, that's my friend Molly. She's joining, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have done that. You should have just been like, hey, thanks. Slide into my
You know.
DMs. All right, fellas. Well, before we get into the freaky thing, when I have multiple guests on, a new thing that I'm trying to do is to play some what do you call it? Some games for us. So the first, or the only game that we are going to be playing this evening is a little game I like to call the Freaky Wed game. That's right, the Freaky Wed game. Please, please, please. Well, fellas, this is going to be the layout and the format for this evening's game. You are match. I love
am I
that you
doing
brought
it
him up.
right?
You are doing it right. Thank you.
Okay,
Dalton.
just making sure.
So your teammate is the person who is either directly above or below you. I've given the contestants this evening a list of questions for them to answer. They're answering these questions for themselves, and it's up to their partner to guess what their answer is. So I've got a total of 10 questions. Each of you will have to guess the answer. Wait, how do I guess the answer of your partner's question? So you two, you guys, Kyle, what are you doing? Are you paying attention?
Paying attention.
Okay. You're going to get 5 questions, and then they're going to get 5 questions. They're 5 different questions each. Do you guys have any questions?
Wait, how many? We get 5 questions each?
But 5 questions each for a total of 10 questions.
But we're going head to head. Like, my team is
No.
going against that team.
Okay. So these guys,
Yeah.
they're on a team together.
Okay.
And then you and Dalton are on a team together.
Okay.
So you have to
It's
put
called
your
a-
mind.
It's called an alliance of Enemies, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we still have that wrestling match that.
That's true.
Needs
I was
to-
down there. I came down there. I walked around. I called.
I
you out.
heard.
No one showed up.
I heard.
Well, listen, here's a fact. Some of the greatest relationships begin and end as enemies. So
Drake
I don't
and
know.
Kendrick.
Take comfort in that. Yeah, Drake and Kendrick.
America and Britain.
Yeah, Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yeah.
They came out just.
Like the cameras
I
pan to
was,
them. They're like,
One of them tried to consume the other in the womb, and it didn't take.
well, the third one they did. They collectively consumed, but
Yeah, that's a parasitic monster one. They chopped off.
I'm watching Full House with my kids right now, and it took them a while to process the fact that Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen are two individuals playing one character. I had to pull up photographs of them side by side.
you had like a bulletin board with like strings being like,
Yeah.
in this shot, this is Mary Kate, and this one right here, they
Her point that flips to the other side, then she's
Yeah. See, the bangs are different. Like you can see where they.
Yeah. All right,
One of
gentlemen,
them has a gruesome scar on their back, which doesn't get shown very often.
That's where the parasitic monster was removed.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna just start with the two gentlemen on the tippy top. So okay. In my mind, this goes very smoothly, but I've done no practice of this. So keep that in mind. So Dalton and Cam, you guys you're not going to say anything. You're going to reveal your answers only after your partners have made their guess. All right?
But we reveal our answers too, right?
Yes, you will first reveal your answer,
Okay. All right.
then-
All right.
and then
Okay.
Dalton will reveal his.
It's like the match game, but we're like a couple.
Yeah. It's like a match game, but the idea is that, normally you guys would be fucking.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's
obviously
not-
you've never been married.
But see, Kyle and I are both the wife in this situation.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, here. What's this? Mary 8 Kate.
That's right.
Mary Kate minus 8. We all know the Olsen twins haven't done anything for decades. Listen, if you need to, and now I'm gonna have to post the number for the Emily project. David, goddamn it. All right, so our first question, Kyle and Brandon. This question was asked of your partner. If you were to draw a classic Mad Magazine feature, which would you choose? So Brandon, you're gonna have to guess what feature Cam would do, what he would draw. Kyle, you are guessing for Dalton.
We ready?
All right. Brandon, are you ready? We'll let your team go first.
I'm not so let the other one go first. I'm trying to think. Still thinking.
Okay. Well, I thought I was the host.
What asked?
I'm sorry. Yes. Other
no,
team.
fine.
You got...
I think that Cam would do a fantastic, weird version of Dave Berg's feature. Lighter side of.
Lighter side of. Cam, what was your answer?
That was actually my answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, how do we know? They didn't write it down. Do you have these documented somewhere?
No.
Can you see the look
Well, I
in
got
my
the same
eye?
answer
trust
as
him.
Dalton too.
Yeah, I'm looking at Cam's brows.
Whatever
He's
he's-
serious.
No,
Whatever
I
you
was
said, that's
when
what
I
I'm
was
gonna
thinking
say.
about it. When I was thinking about it, my initial attraction was the Don Martin strip, but I think he's irreplaceable. But I think Dave Berg is maybe a little more replaceable.
Entirely replaceable.
You would be a good fit for that role.
Well, that's why I thought I had to think about it for a minute because I'm like, I don't want to put him down, but you have such a great conventional style, but the weirdness seeps in around it, and I just think you could do the lighter side and just have that weird tone to it where it gets dark and stranger. I think it'd be perfect for him.
And you might not get lynched doing that one, whereas some of the others might be in trouble. So
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys? We are. I want to point to you guys, but it's all opposite. Kyle Bridget, if Dalton Vaughn were to choose one classic Mad Magazine feature to draw, what would he draw?
Well, Pat, I think this is pretty simple. I think it's got to be footnotes to blank.
Footnotes to blank. Now, for those of you, I see Dalton looks slightly puzzled. Footnotes to blank would be, footnotes to the Bible. When they did that old Bible one, it would just be the feet of people. And
Right.
then,
That's right. It's a great gig.
Yeah.
You only have to draw the feet.
Right.
Easy money.
Dalton does draw for good feet.
Well,
that's his Substack. It's just feet pics.
it's just feet. Yeah, that's my OnlyFans is I just draw feet, and I only have Quentin Tarantino following me, unfortunately. The correct answer, though, is
Oh. See, look at that. That's honesty. That's the great thing about this game, isn't it?
Unlike another team I can name. Wait, we don't even have team names. Do they get team names on the Newlywed Game?
Yeah. The Canadians. And what would you guys be?
The half Canadians.
Half Canadians, yeah.
Where did they get to pick their name? We're just the Canadians.
We should have like celebrity couple names.
No, our team is the True Don'ts.
The True Don't. Who's the guy who's running? Is there some guy named Pierre? Can you come up with a Pierre pun, Brandon and Cam?
Pierre?
Yeah, isn't there some man
just make a
named Pierre?
polyhedra pun.
Hey, how about
the
this?
half representing the United States. Pat
I think we should have
represent-
celebrity couple names. That's what I think it should be.
Yeah, how about this?
Camden.
What do you call a French man wearing sandals? Philippe Philap.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry about that. All right, we got to get moving.
Well,
Jeez
we'll be-
Louise.
Well, let's
Wait,
ask
that's just the
the audience, like the
the
crowd, to
chat.
type in our celebrity names, and then at the end we'll pick one.
Oh, yeah. All right, if you're watching the chat now, come up with 2 names for these teams. Brandon and Cam's team.
Celebrity
TC.
couple names, specifically.
Celebrity couple names. I don't.
Can we be Brangelina? Is that a thing?
Well,
All right.
it's got to be our own name though, combined somehow.
Oh, okay. I just know how much we both like Dunkin' Donuts, and we're kind of on and off.
All right. Here is our next question. This is who is your favorite cartoonist? Does not need to be mad related, but they must be a cartoonist.
Ah. Wait, I have to write this down. Yeah.
All right. We're going to have Kyle Bridget. You are going to go first this time. Who is Dalton Vaughn's favorite cartoonist?
Easy. You know it.
Wait, why are you writing, Dalton?
Oh, no. I was changing mine.
What's Kyle?
I was like, I want a point. I honestly, I couldn't think of anything. Like, I've got so many, I can't just like pick one. But if I had to pick one, it'd be Kyle.
All right, you're on the board.
Stuff for you.
Hey, look at that.
All right, so some flaws in my execution of this game are being revealed, and I appreciate you guys for that. All right, Brandon, who is Cam's favorite cartoonist?
I thought we flipped it, but Cam's favorite cartoonist, Dan Klaus.
he's up there for sure.
Yeah.
But my all-time favorite is probably Jack Davis. I don't know if you can read that.
Oh, okay.
Jack
But it's
Davis,
so
the
hard 'cause
sweetheart of the South.
It changes
Trouble
all the
in
time,
paradise, I think.
so we're still ahead, though, aren't we?
No, you're
Yeah,
tied.
well.
We're tied. Oh.
Yeah, they just got on the board because Dalton's
Okay,
favorite
yeah,
cartoon
it's,
is
lie.
We
Yeah.
discovered you could lie.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, let's not abuse the flaws of this game. All right, our next question is this. Oh, and yeah, Brandon. So
I got it
Maybe
now.
I sh-
I'm just being slow.
okay, yeah, I will do. You guess 5, and then they'll guess 5 after
Yeah.
that. Hold on, I have to make sure that. Okay. You're stranded on a desert island. What's the one thing that you pack in your suitcase? That was the question. I don't know why I included suitcase. I guess because it implies you're on a trip and you're stranded on a desert island. So Kyle, rather than going for an ego boost, this time I want you to put your mind in the state that Dalton Vaughn's is. Try to think, what would Dalton bring in his suitcase on a deserted island? Brandon, you are going to be guessing first on this one.
Well, I think he's gonna have a complete set of Star Trek DVDs and no player.
A complete set of Star
Yeah.
Trek DVDs and no player.
That's right.
This is remarkable.
That's
I
amazing.
would have guessed for him too, though. So it was pretty obvious.
No, since it could have been like anything in the whole world, my number one was probably like a cyanide pill because I definitely
suggest that.
I'd definitely be dead soon enough. So I
A
might
pistol locked and loaded.
yeah. Or if I could bring 2 things, maybe one of those old lamps with a genie in it to
Genie slam.
get me out of there.
Yeah.
And then you would have 3 things.
Yeah,
That's right.
3 cyanide pills.
Just in case the first 2 don't work. It's
Yeah.
cyanide, then 40 Benadryl, and then another cyanide.
I would bring 1 pill, but then some toilet paper so you could parachute it, so it kick in quicker.
Oh yeah. Well, one could be like a suppository, I suppose, too, just to make sure.
That's time. That's
Just like
time
one at
release.
both
though.
ends. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
perfect.
You just become
Just meet in the
airtight
middle.
with suicide pills. That's
Yeah.
great. All right, Kyle.
Yeah, if you had 4, you could do the nostrils as well. You'd be
You really be
Set.
in the nostril zone.
yeah.
Well, are we up to me now?
We are up to you, Kyle. What would your freaky wed put in his suitcase?
Well, something I've always begrudgingly respected about Dalton is his practicality. You know, he's a very practical person. So I thought, what would he want on a desert island? Like, what are the things you need? First, you're going to need food, and you're going to want a change of underpants. So I picked the only thing I thought was a likely answer: edible underpants.
Well, you're pretty close. This is probably
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. As much
I
as
would
I
get
want
lonely.
to,
I
give you-
need somebody to talk to. I don't want ideas and ramblings.
I thought the premise we were stuck on the island together.
he is your inflatable.
Well, I guess we'll have a throuple, and they can wear the edible underpants.
Okay, I'm sorry. I changed my answer. I did the old Canadian
Little Kyle.
switcheroo.
Oh, goodness. All right. Our next question is this. Now, boys, keep your hands under the screen. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I love that's the one that people spent the most time writing.
Hey, I only wrote either L or R, so it just takes me a minute, okay?
It was just
I
in
was-
like very, very elaborate calligraphy.
That's right. I had to bring out the India ink for this one.
I was reading the chat, and I have no idea how long that wait was. Kyle Bridget, we're going to start with you this round. Is your freaky wed a lefty? Is he a son of Cain, or is that Abel, or is he a righty?
Well, I think it's a trick question. I think he's ambidextrous. So I wrote, it depends on the hand job. All right.
Well,
You need the
Pat,
right tool for the job.
Hey, sometimes you got to work with what you got, and
Middle. You know what though? Listen, middle-handed. That's like being ambidextrous.
There you go. I think that counts.
I think that counts.
I hold the
All
paper
right.
down with my left hand, so it's kind of working with both.
Brandon, is Cam lefty or righty? Righty tighty or lefty loosey?
Lefty, but he draws with his mouth. That's what I think.
That is correct. No, no, I'm right. I'm boring. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hold off
All right.
the ladies with my left while I draw with my right.
That's right.
Oh,
That's how he gets
excellent.
7
Well,
pages done a day.
As a cartoonist, I can relate.
Yeah.
all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
As a cartoonist and a member of several subreddits.
Our next question is this. What is your favorite thing about Dave Berg? Let me take this time to remind you, if you're viewing here for the first time or your 50th time, make sure hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment in live chat or down below if you're not watching this live. It's a great way to support this YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up right now, in fact. This is your call to action. All right.
Oh.
Who am I, wait, who did I start with last? I think we start with Brandon now, right?
I don't remember.
Yes, Brandon.
Yeah.
You, what is your Freaky Wed's favorite thing about Dave Berg?
The pipe.
The pipe.
Hell yeah! That's a legit point.
Oh, you guys are back. It's a tie game. And hey, you know what? Take comfort in the fact that both of your points are like full-fledged points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
So-
trying
I
to
might
say?
wake up after this.
I mean, I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just like, you got like a little,
There's some
Give-
chemistry. There's a vibe.
yeah. Look at that. Look at Cam's eyes.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. Dalton Vaughn is your Freaky Wed. What is his favorite thing about
Oh,
Dave
this was
Berg?
easy. Oh, wait, sorry. I don't know how that got in there.
That was actually the answer to the inflatable one. He just forgot he got it.
I mixed up these words.
But I think we're all a little bit on the same page here. We like that,
It's
brothers.
fine. Wow, that's fantastic. No, I noticed nobody said that it was his sense of humor.
There needs to be like a McGree, Dave Berg, and this is not a pipe.
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. Yeah.
that would be a great idea.
All right. Well, we are
Copyright
going
Bridget.
to.
All rights reserved.
We're now going to be switching your roles. We're changing the role play. And Kyle, you are now on the bottom. You are the power bottom.
I'm versatile, you know?
Oh, look at it. Dalton was looking down at you.
Yeah.
All right.
Brady bunching you.
Our first question for Brandon and Kyle to answer. Or Dalton and Cam, I mean. What magazine, or which magazine, which magazine would your freaky wed pick up from the newsstand? Mad, Cracked, National Lampoon, or Freaky?
Now or as a kid?
It's all happening. It's the multiverse. Cam, don't overthink it.
I am. Okay, I'm gonna say
Wait, don't answer yet. All right. We're going to start with Team 2. You know what the problem is, Kyle, is that everybody...
We're Team A.
Their... What?
We're Team A. They're Team 1.
All right, so Team A, we're going to begin with you. Dalton, your freaky wed, Kyle, is walking to the newsstand, and he only has enough money for one magazine. Which would he pick up? Cracked, National Lampoon, Mad, or Freaky?
You know, with Kyle, it's kind of hard because he is a connoisseur of the newsstand, as it were. And so I went through several different options and, fought with myself. I was like, no, that's not it. That can't be. So I think I just kind of ended up with Mad.
You were on the right track. I actually said gigantic ass.
Nice. That was my second pick. I need to renew my subscription, actually.
Kyle,
Hard to get. They're at the Czechoslovakia or something now. I'm not sure.
Hey, Kyle, I got a question.
Yeah.
And I hope this isn't gauche, but once your postal workers get off their asses, would you send that to me? That gigantic asses?
It's just a meme. You can download it.
But you drew... No, that was your
I'll mail it
drawing,
to you.
right?
Yeah, I'll mail it to you.
Yeah.
Kyle, do you see how barren his art, like his back
I know, it's
wall is
pathetic.
now? He needs
Pathetic.
He needs some art, man. He needs something to spice it up.
I lost it all in a fire.
Wait.
No, I'm joking.
I was about to say, man,
I-
don't do me like that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that sounds
Normally,
funny.
that's what I would have put while I was like lurking in the chat, but like,
All right. So, but wait, Kyle, give a real answer.
That was my real answer.
That's not
He's got a pick.
gigantic asses.
Yeah. He should have
Quality
guessed that.
publication.
That I gave 4 options for you.
So, it's a multiverse.
Okay. Shit.
He's supposed to guess how I respond.
can I join Team 1 now?
Team 1, it's all up to you, Cam Hayden.
well, I think
Oh, wait,
you would be.
let me repeat the
yeah,
question.
go.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. Or I do mean to interrupt. I don't mean to be rude. If your freaky wed went to this magical newsstand that has National Lampoon, Cracked, Mad, and Freaky on it, which of those 4 would he pick up?
Well, I think you'd have a comp copy of Freaky. I think you'd have a comp copy of Mad, perhaps. You did that Fumetti stuff in National Lampoon with the giant breasted women. So I think you would purchase Cracked.
That's not a bad guess. That's not a bad guess. But if we're talking like 70 to 75, it's National Lampoon.
Oh, if you don't buy this issue, we'll shoot this dog. Hey, and that's a good reminder. If you don't thumbs up this video, I'm gonna shoot these guests.
Did you know that
Can
they
you put-
actually?
Can you
they
put
actually
Kyle
did
on
end
top
up-
again? Can you do that?
They actually did end up shooting that dog. Did you know?
Cheese
Yeah,
face?
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Now he's Swiss cheese face.
We should have bought that
It
issue.
must have been a real old Yeller moment.
Yeah.
It's my magazine. I'll do it.
Have you guys read Old Yeller?
No,
It's so-
I can't read.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good, and it makes
Is it
you
really?
cry. And that ending is so good. And that movie, it ruins the ending. This is a hill that I die on anytime that Old Yeller gets brought up. The movie sucks. That book rules, though. All right, here we go. This is okay. A lot of these questions were designed to get to know the artists that are guests on this show. This is a question: where were you first published as an artist? It could be a magazine, a newspaper. It could be a national publication, a website, truck stop, bathroom. You do not have to guess the name of the publication, but if you do, you will get a bonus point. All right. I was first published in Freaky, number 7. That was Shane's Hobbies chiming in. Thank you, Shane. Longtime viewer of the show, multiple time commenter, and former guest. Okay, wait, we'll start with you, Cam Hayden. Where was Brandon Hicks first published?
I'm going to say self-published. Tijuana Bibles.
That's actually not far off. I did do that actually earlier than I think, but I said university paper. The equivalent.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
What was
I thought it was going to be like, actually, it was Gideon's.
All right, so you get it wrong, but hey, for those viewers who aren't familiar, aren't familiar with the term Tijuana Bible, why don't you fill us in, Cam? What is a Tijuana Bible?
Well, I've never made one, but apparently Dalton has. So,
they're very religious over there.
what's that?
They're very religious there in Tijuana.
Yes.
I
So
thought it was a
they're
position.
popular cartoon characters doing it mostly, from my understanding.
Nice. Yeah, Brandon loved that.
Oh, I love it.
Did you hear about kind of related? But did you hear about when those sketches from Nickelodeon Studios got leaked about the SpongeBob?
SpongeBob? I did, yeah. I saw those.
So they would have Post-it notes on the back of the door, and it was essentially just Tijuana Bible stuff. And it was Patrick and SpongeBob doing heinous things to one another. And they would have kids tour the Nickelodeon Studios, and they would go open the door, so they would cover. So the kids wouldn't see their favorite cartoon characters.
Yeah, you don't want to see.
Performing.
You don't want to shatter the reality, right? You don't want them to be like, "Oh, Mr. Roger fucks,"
Yeah.
You want to
You
keep
don't want
it
them
pure,
seeing
you know?
sandy cheeks.
I mean, he's not
Flapping
messing with
cheeks.
those those model trains the whole time.
All right.
Did you say Sandy
don't-
clapping cheeks, by the way? I wanted to give
I
you
did.
credit where credit was due. I didn't want that joke to go just.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Dalton Vaughn, where was your Freaky Wed, Kyle Bridget, first published?
This is the only thing I could think of is the.
That was later.
was it later? Okay. Yeah, I get the timeline mixed up.
It was actually.
Wow.
Oh.
And actually, I was not credited or paid. In fact, I was dating this girl who was in charge of the yearbook, part of the yearbook, and she had this they had this contest where you could win $100 or something if you submitted a drawing to the yearbook. And she asked me to do it, and I did it. And then I got expelled for smoking pot and some other things. And and then the yearbook comes out. I'm not in it, but my drawing was on the cover
cool.
without my name. And I went to the school and like said, yeah, I have to talk to the principal. And I was like, hey, where's my money? This was like a contest. You used my art. You owe me money. And they had the like school cop escort me out. So
Just kicking and screaming.
I didn't go back there after that.
Yeah.
Were you
This is
grabbing
the
like
Canadian educational system, boy. You don't get paid for your
on
work.
the way out? Were you grabbing like office supplies and things, staplers?
Yeah.
Well, when I got kicked out, they stole my Zippo. I had this Zippo I was really into. And they were like, oh, we're confiscating this. This is drug paraphernalia. And I was like, no, I used matches. Look in my pocket. There's no fluid in there. There's a pack of matches without missing matches. We're keeping this.
You're like, I'm a bong and match.
I was
guy
so mad.
all day. That's not my Zippo.
Listen,
You know what? I really learned how to distrust authority through school. You know?
So it wasn't mad. It was just personal experience.
No, I think MAD taught me how to like think about authority, but like it was those concrete examples of. Well, I was kind of mad because it started when they made all the kids take down their Joe Camel posters out of their locker. And I said, no, this is the MAD parody of Joe Camel. This is anti-smoking. I should be able to have this up. And they said, no exceptions.
We love Joe Camel on this. He's the unofficial mascot of this channel. Kyle, I do want to say this. I mean this very sincerely. I imagine that you were an absolutely insufferable child. I just feel like
He's the kid with the glasses on.
It's
Polar
true,
Express.
but it still hurts.
hey, just so the viewers can get to know all of our guests a little bit more, Cam and Dalton, where were you guys first published? Cam, why don't you go first?
Beyond self-publishing, or is
Yeah.
my first thing that was ever published was in a book that was put out by a Canadian musician, Danko Jones, who you may or may not have heard of. He had a column that he used to do on the National Post, I think it was, just opinion pieces, and he was putting together a book with illustrations for each article by people who were sort of connected musically or whatever. So I'd met him and I'd given him some comics, and he knew that I played in bands and things like that too. And so I got to do an illustration in his book called I've Got Something to Say, I think it was called. And that was my first official publication that I didn't put out myself.
Nice. Very cool. Dalton?
Well, I was trying to think of what was the earliest, and I think this is my Southern roots coming out. My granddad, he had this. He was really big into tractors and trains and train cars and stuff, and he subscribed to a magazine called Farm Collector. And every issue, I want to say it was monthly, every issue they would have kids draw like tractors or something, and it was kind of like a section in the back of the magazine. And for like the longest
I thought you were
time,
gonna say it's like it was kind of sexy, so like the sexiest tractor you can draw.
so my erotic OC tractor that I drew up, it was Vor. No, I'm kidding. So it was just a tractor that I drew when I was like 11 or something, and it was the tractor that he had, and I think I still have the original art because we sent it in and they sent it back, and they gave me like a shirt and a couple copies. But I think I still have that laying around somewhere. But yeah, I just remembered that. That was probably I couldn't even tell you the year, but.
Listen, for you, I thought the answer was going to be when you were published. Your letter was published in Mad Magazine.
Oh no! I mean, like on a national scale, probably.
I guess that doesn't count as an artist, but
no,
It's not a writing credit.
all right. I just noticed the time. We've almost taken a full hour to do this fucking segment. I did not anticipate that.
This could be a Flippin' Through super special. Let's do 2 hours. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. the next question, finish this sentence. My freaky wed is a natural born blank. Well, okay, that doesn't make sense. You're going to have to say what they think they are a natural born whatever. So whatever they think they are naturally born to do. All right. Let me get this. All right. So, Dalton, you'll go first. I forget who did it last. Dalton, you're going to be going first. My freaky wed is a natural born what?
So I had a little bit of trouble thinking of something, and that's all I got. I don't know.
Well, you know what?
I think there's
You were
stuff
on
about
the
Kyle
right
that
track.
we don't know. Oh, was
You're
I?
on the
Okay.
right track because there's a reason you didn't know. And sorry, I wrote this wrong and had to scribble it out because I thought I was filling in the blank for Dalton about me. But then you said I'm supposed to say what I would say. So I have
Yeah.
like an he switch. But the actual answer is it's a trick question. I was born cesarean.
Nice.
So I
was
wasn't
But that
naturally
move-
born at all. And if anything, the thing that I could do is kill Macbeth.
Mhm.
Nice. So we're in that way. We're brothers.
There you go.
There
But
you
it
go.
was a trick question, obviously. So you did your best.
Hey.
Oh, you were born
Cam.
cesarean too.
Mm-hmm.
We got to keep moving with this game. Cam.
I like you now all of a sudden. I thought
just like
I was the only one.
Brother.
That's what it's like when doves cry.
Next, we're going to find out Kyle has some disfiguring scar on his back, and Dalton is just his parasitic twin.
You have back scar too? And then I just get up and show, like, lift my shirt, my hideous body, and I show like a.
All right, Cam. How did Brandon answer this question? What is he a natural born something or other?
I don't know why I'm getting this vibe, but I'm going to say a natural born contortionist.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
No,
That's
but-
a real leg.
That was my leg.
yes.
Is that
No,
a
I
yes?
said- No, I said Canadian, and I tried to draw a Canada flag, so I'm lying because it looks more like a pot leaf.
Oh, okay.
Which is
Yeah.
probably more
That's how you
accurate,
can
but-
tell a real Canadian. They can't draw the maple leaf symbol.
Yeah.
I think that should be a half point still, though.
Yeah, I was about to
See
say
that?
that should be a half point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a half point? Okay. Here we go. Our penultimate question. Where's the strangest place that you've read Freaky? Brandon and Tyler answering this question right now. Where's the strangest place that you have read Freaky? All right. So, Cam, where is the strangest place that Brandon has read Freaky?
Probably during a cremation.
Well, that's true, but it's not the weirdest place. I'm keeping with the theme, and it's Tim Hortons bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Not the restaurant, the guy.
Like his house.
I
yeah.
broke in. Just to repeat.
It's a historical site now, but
Yeah.
the toilets still work.
Yeah. Pissed in his coffee maker. Isn't that what Tim Hortons is known for? Coffee?
Oh, piss? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Awful coffee. He was a hockey player, I think, right? Wasn't he like a famous hockey guy before?
He was a hockey guy. I don't know how famous he was, besides for the coffee, but yeah.
Well, he's famous enough to have a chain of restaurants.
You
Well,
drink
thank you
100%
for that.
of the coffee you don't brew. I think that
Thank
was
you for
his
that
quote.
Canadian history lesson. Dalton Vaughn, where is the strangest place that Kyle has read Freaky?
So I thought about pulling this old one back, but it was actually this. So it's kind of close.
Pretty close.
Patrick's totally-
Okay.
Wait, there's a follow-up.
Nice.
No!
Now I know the Canadian Post is a problem right now, but Kyle, you said you were going to send me your copy or a copy of Patrick's key to his house? Okay.
I'll send you the file. You can 3D print it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's how I got mine. So,
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's an STL
it's in the
file.
Dropbox. Yeah.
All
Dropbox
right.
folder. You can download it.
Our final question. If you were to fight your freaky wed in the streets of Knoxville, who would win?
We need Eye of the Tiger for this one.
All right, newlyweds their relationship has fallen apart, and now they're fighting publicly in the streets of Knoxville, Tennessee.
I don't
we're
think
gonna
you
start-
should frame it like that. You don't know the parameters of our relationship.
I know the parameters of the question, Kyle, and that's really all that matters.
Context counts.
All right. Okay, Cam Hayden, we're going to start with you. If you were to fight, or who does Brandon think would win if the two of you were to fight in the streets of Knoxville?
Well, I've never been in a fight, but my girlfriend likes to jump out and sort of fake punch me all the time. So my reflexes are tight. I'm always
Yeah.
ready. I've got a nephew who's sort of the king of the surprise nut punch as well. So I'm constantly on guard and ready for attacks. But having seen the flexibility, I think I would be killed instantly in this fight.
All right, murder is the outcome. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
I think I would be blocking low, so my head would be open, and I think it'd be over quick.
Well, I think you're actually
But-
going the wrong direction because I said Cam's goatee because it intimidates me because I can't grow anything.
Well, the good news is in Knoxville, there's a body farm for
Oh,
forensic
really?
people. Yeah, so whoever lost, or if we conked heads and both lost, they could just throw us over the fence into the body farm, and Bob's your uncle.
That would
Cam,
be.
I like the idea of both of you throwing a punch, both of you missing the punch, and then your heads hitting each other, and you both dying.
That does seem like the most likely scenario.
It's like the fight in Step
Superman
Brothers where
Doomsday,
they
right?
cock each other across the head and then
Yeah.
they both fall.
All right, Dalton. Who does Kyle think would win in a fight in the streets of Knoxville, Tennessee, your hometown, a place where Kyle has recently been?
You know, I think honestly, and he may agree with me on this one. You know, I know we fight a lot verbally on the streets of the internet,
And on a
And,
psychic level too.
and
I'm
on a
constantly
psychic level.
projecting astrally. You may or may not have noticed.
That's what that pain is. Okay, I'll send you my medical bill.
We
But,
got insurance here in Canada. It's no problem.
Well, you know. Can you relay the message to our guy? So I think you might agree with me, Kyle, but correct me if I'm wrong. It would be the glorious Knoxville asphalt pavement.
Close. I thought the only person who could possibly win from that kind of altercation would be the
Dolly Parton.
fans.
Oh.
That would be, yeah.
Well, those are lovely sentimental answers, but they are incorrect answers. Sorry, gentlemen. We do have winners of this game. Team 2 are the victors.
Wait, Team A?
There is no team 2.
Yes.
Which one's?
Was it Team A or Team 1? Who won?
They
Wait.
won.
What were our celebrity couple names?
Well, that's the problem. I was going to say this. The problem is that it's a chat, so it just goes by, and now they're gone.
Yeah.
So,
I'll take Kim's last name.
Thanks.
Yeah, Brandon Hayden. There you go.
All right.
Hey, that sounds nice.
Right.
All right, gentlemen, we're gonna hop right.
Thanks for having
into-
us, Patrick. It's been nice being here. This has been a fun game.
We've got
Are you
about
back?
30.
You back before Christmas, or is this it?
Just, okay, stop. I almost answered that question sincerely. All right, so we're going to get into Freaky. Now, as you guys know beforehand, my overhead camera stream was not looking too great. Hopefully, the internet is all fixed, and I'm going to try to enter the studio. If you need to use the bathroom, now would be a great time to do that. Kyle, I'm mostly talking to you. Please take off your microphone before you do that. He has a powerful stream.
Is he the only one who doesn't have a catheter hooked up?
I think so. I just it's not really a catheter.
This is an old chair. I don't care if it beat it or not.
Let's see.
I've watched past streams. It seems, pardon the pun, it seems like Kyle does have the bladder of a 4-year-old child.
Oh my God! And then he just belly aches about it. It's kind of unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute that. Enter studio.
Well, I
He's
saw
doing
the
drugs back
text.
there, probably.
I saw the text that you sent in all caps that says, "Please piss before the show." I did.
Well, I
You know.
appreciate that.
Thanks.
Some people read their emails and all of that stuff, and others are just like Kyle. All right, it looks like even on mine, it looks like a little digitally, but or like mosaic-y. But hopefully we can. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like rub the euro. Come on. Like honestly, I paid like $200 for these things. Oh, nothing. Here we go. We have the latest issue. Oh wait, I have to get it ready so I can click it.
I love how my face is covered by the watermark.
Oh shit!
I just turned into a duck all of a sudden.
Here,
I didn't even notice
how
the
about
difference.
there
Hey!
we go? That's
Yes.
I can just fix that myself, actually.
Here,
The fight
hold on.
continues.
Wait, stop!
That's a problem.
All right, we're flipping through the latest issue of Freaky.
I think you're freaky and I like you a lot.
All right, there we go. That's going to be the last time that I ever do that. I promise. All right, gentlemen. If you have not seen this before, we just kind of go into the issue and we'll say what we want to say. I do want to make sure that we get to all of your appearances in this issue of Freaky. Otherwise, what's really the point of coming on here to talk about this? I guess to have fun. That could be the point. Anyway, look at this beautiful cover.
What was that?
So, I gave Kyle like equal footing on this app as I have.
I was about to say that sounds like one of the when like turtles climax. That's what it sounds like.
I stole that from Sesame Street, from like one of their
Turtles
outro
climaxing?
things. No, well,
Oh, okay.
I had that on.
Is that why they're
on
cutting
reserve,
their
but-
funding?
but this duck sound. I took
What
it
do you
from
mean?
Sesame Street.
What
Are
the hell
Canadian
is
ducks
this?
a little different than the ones we got in the glorious United States?
They're
of
geese,
America?
Canadian
Geese.
geese.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
I
geese
gotcha.
there.
We just call
They
them
don't
geese
have-
here, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just call them gooses here.
Look at that. We have some beautiful gross out humor a la whatchamacallit? Kind of Bunkian, right? Is that not?
That's the technical
Okay.
term, yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to prop this up because this is too glossy right now. All right. Which one of you guys has been in Freaky the most?
Got to be Dalton. Oh no,
Yeah.
maybe Brandon. Pages it's got to be Brandon.
The longest, I think it's me. Brandon, I think, has the most content.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
My first issue is 4.
Okay, mine was 3.
Yeah.
But you came in and you kind of like really asserted yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Push my shoulders.
like you came up with a
aside.
multiple
Right.
things, and like multiple elements to sort of like be in there. So I would say you probably have the most pages. Would be my guess. What we need is a mad cover site of Freaky.
Yeah.
Well,
Call
like once
Doug.
once Doug Guilford gives up the mad stuff, then he can take over
Yeah.
free.
There you go.
And call it I don't know what mad cover site is, but I do know I'm very familiar with crackedcoversite.com, and that's a great resource you guys should check out.
All
I think
right.
the link is down in the description of that. Cam Hayden, here's your work with Shane
Oh.
Buckley.
Yeah, that's right. This one kind of spun out of an interview that Shane did on his YouTube channel with Dick DiBartolo that you may have seen.
KD.
Yeah, it's great. You've probably all seen it, but if you haven't, look up Shane Buckley and his interview with Dick. And the idea kind of percolated for this in that interview, and Shane ran with it and hit me up, and we made this 2-page strip, and I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Happy with it. So
This reminds me of like kind of like Mad style stuff, especially like Mad in the 60s, like the way that it's set up, like going through the process of the invention and like the comparison of the two versions.
yeah, I think Dick in that interview that they did kind of laid out how this sort of strip would be presented, and then Shane, I think, customized it around that kind of description. So if it seems like that's what it is, then that was the goal. So
Yeah.
good job.
That's what I always say too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the Dick DiBartolo caricature at the top.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome.
I definitely swooned when I saw that.
Oh, good. That's what it's all about. Making.
I like all the
making
ink
you swoon.
stains too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful artwork. It's was your first appearance in Freaky the one with the toilet paper eating?
No, my first one was in issue 6, and it kind of ends with a guy shitting himself up against the wall
Oh yeah.
explosively.
Yeah.
If you remember that one, it's
Yeah.
But the toilet paper was probably I want to say the third one, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. That was so
That's
fucking
iconic.
weird.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Andrew really likes that one.
Yeah.
which
Well, here we got.
So yeah.
This is not friend of the show, but Hugh Evans. He was on Potter ZB with Kyle and I.
He's a friend of the show vicariously. He's a vicarious friend of the show.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He's
I'll
a friend
take
of your
that
other
then.
show.
Yeah. I should have him on here. He was great. He was a fun dude to just like sit and shoot the shit with.
I didn't really know about him until you guys did that interview with him, and that was a great discovery for me. I really love his stuff.
I've
He's
known him
hilarious.
forever. I met him on DeviantArt like
Oh yeah.
20 years ago, or whenever DeviantArt started.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's pretty cool.
And
That
he's
was
from
probably around 20 years ago when it started. I know that because my buddy, he met his wife on DeviantArt.
Well, good for
Anyway.
them.
Were they also doing My Little Pony erotica? Or...
He's from Saskatchewan, I believe, somewhere in
So
Saskatchewan.
it was My Little Pony erotica.
Yeah. There's like, I feel like every new issue of Freaky, there's just like more and more new people in it.
Mhm.
It's like, I think this guy was in it before, Matt Greaves. But
Yeah, he was.
yeah. And then here
Yeah,
we have
Matt's,
some.
Matt's stuff is great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I think he also shows up in Spread Love comics, which is another.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good.
That's one I haven't gotten any of those. I need to do that.
Same
You-
here.
You might not be able to show them on your channel.
Yeah, I get that as
They're-
well. Especially
Yeah.
this is a family show. you know. Oh, here's an old question. How long did it take you to do the shading on Dick's mustache? Cam, that's a question for you.
Oh, probably about 7 days.
7 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
Also
attempts
known
did
as a
it
week.
take?
Yeah. How many
I would have
what?
just shared one hair and then copied and pasted it over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Copy.
Well, I had
paste,
him mail me
rotate, mirror.
individual hairs.
Oh, it's collage.
Yeah.
He scanned it and made his own Photoshop brush out of the hairs.
Yeah.
So I'm following along with this at home, but I just want to point out to Andrew Goldfarb's great shame, because of the postal strike. He sent me a PDF of this, and it turns out he sent me like an early unfinished PDF, and mine is very much differing from the issue. Here.
Weren't
So I
you
just
saying
wanted to
before
point
the
that out.
stream? Weren't you saying before the stream the logo on the front didn't have snow on it, and it just said the
It's
word
very
snow?
it's great. It's where the snow is, it's just typed in snow.
You can print off a bootleg.
And it's like, yeah, it's an unfinished version of the painting too.
Nice. I love
Okay,
that.
I've been lingering on this. Marinick? What's that guy? Darren Marinick? I love
Mhm.
this dude's art. This is like
Yeah, great
always a
job.
highlight. I mean,
His work is incredible.
Yeah.
wearing a
Mhm.
Marinick shirt. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, hell
hold
yeah.
on, wait, look at I can do it if I do this.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I like that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question. Here's
Yes.
is that you have Mars Attacks? What's that Mars Attacks thing in the background?
This?
Yeah. All I do
Yes.
is I look at your backgrounds.
Oh, it's just a light up sign from.
Don't you have the alien cam?
I do.
What?
He's got like you haven't seen that on his Instagram? He's got like a life size. I'm surprised he didn't bring it upstairs.
Is it like
It's in my
the,
basement.
is it like
Probably
and just a regular animatronic, like a Spirit Halloween thing? or-
Yeah, it's one of those, but it's like 7 feet tall, and it's.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to
Pretty
get
awesome.
one of Shorty from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but I think my wife would probably kick me out.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
mine was actually from my girlfriend. She got me a birthday present. I'm colorblind, so she bought me one of those glasses that's supposed to make you see color,
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
which don't actually work.
It
Um,
don't work.
So
This
she's
is all
like,
that counts.
yeah,
What
it was
about all
worth a
these
shot.
crying kids that
It's
I've
worth a
seen
shot.
putting these things
I know.
on?
I know.
All
It's
the people weeping?
Yeah,
It's
it's all bullshit.
100%.
I have to
fake, dude.
reevaluate my life now. I've shed a
She
lot of
ordered the-
tears over these videos.
She ordered the 50 cent, the what do they call them? The
X-ray specs.
X-ray specs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so they didn't work. So she said, if they don't work, then we'll return them and you can use the money for something else. So I still can't see in color, but I have a 7 foot tall Martian now. So
Nice.
Nobody
So are you
tell them
fully-
like how inaccurate the coloring is on that thing though. Oh boy.
It's solid purple, dude.
it's all
So
right.
are you full colorblind or just like red green or?
Red, green, blues, purples, which is
Yeah.
why I like being in Freaky because it's in black and white. So less room for me to screw things up.
Don't tell Cam it's in full color.
Patrick, who's more colorblind? We need to do a test here. Who's more colorblind?
Well, yeah, we could. I don't know. It sounds like we have the same color blindness. Hey, Cam? Do you have like original Mars Attacks cards?
No, I have the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the book
Well,
too back here.
I got a bunch of these. Are all my extras that I got. I've been trying to collect them, and thank goodness the price is going down. Anyway, we're gonna keep chugging
What a
along. Sorry, I like to show off. What's my?
Oh, they're cool. Okay, we get it. They're cool.
Yeah.
So I think you skipped a page, Pat.
Who's this?
I-
That's great.
This is E.R. Flynn.
Has he done it before with Freaky?
I
It's like a
don't
new
think so.
fish
That was
name.
the new name.
I want to say he has maybe like, God, I mean, don't quote me on this, but maybe like once or twice before. I think I've seen his stuff, maybe in earlier issues.
Okay.
Right on. Looks awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this was a
Yeah.
really fun one. I liked that a lot.
You missed a couple if you the one on the previous page
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
is awesome. That's my favorite one, I think.
All
Steve
right.
McGinn.
Well, listen, okay. Let's not be self-serving here. Thank you. I get embarrassed, but yeah, that was my daughter and I. We made that. She wrote it.
You're embarrassed by your daughter's writing? How dare you?
Oh, that shows up later in mine.
What's that?
This
Does
looks
it
way
really?
better than this looks way better than those crappy versions you sent me earlier.
Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome. I mean that from the heart.
No, well, yeah, you gave me very good feedback, and I appreciate that. All right, let's move on. This one is sick. I like this one. Look at, I'm like sweating now because I feel so immodest.
Dude, I love the illustration of the dog Duke on that second page. It's just,
Oh yeah,
I love it. I think that
That's
was like
great
one of those.
Stinkline work.
Absolutely.
it's really changed the way that I think about drawing poop.
I never thought about the stink lines like almost looking like sperm cells, but I
Yeah.
might have to try that sometimes.
Yeah,
It's the
little
circle of life.
tadpoles.
Mm-hmm. Or tadpoles, turd poles, if you will.
This is one of the funnest things in life is watching a dog shit.
Oh,
So I
it's,
That is one of the best parts of life. Yeah.
it's a delight, man.
You should come to my house, get up every
They-
morning,
Yeah.
see what the dash hound is doing.
I want to
Yeah,
just
well,
make a photography book where it's just like dog shitting, but it's just their face and like just every facial expression.
that,
Yeah.
that look of need and
Yeah, and uncertainty.
Yeah, he captured that right there in the eyes. Like he's
Mhm.
looking back.
Oh, for sure. Like, are you looking
Yeah.
at me deface your city?
Yeah. Here we have Ivan Elhers. That was a mad guy.
yeah,
Right?
Ivan's great.
Yeah.
Actually, this
This
is my
one-
first time seeing this one. His work is different in this, like his style, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has some more of a realistic style most of the time, doesn't he? Like his
Mhm.
New Yorker stuff and
Yeah, and and I've seen his like previous freaky stuff, and it's a little bit more elaborate. Like it's still got the cartoony thing, but I think he goes for more like a gross look.
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
like more
and-
gross than the original. I remember like the guy with the wrinkles and the diapers.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
super like big heads and super wrinkly. Yeah.
Yeah. These are these are really well written too. Like
Mhm.
I went like this a couple times. Yeah, and that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
We have the bombastic bot battle by Billy. Some fun alliteration there. Who's this guy and why does he look so familiar? Was this guy like in Cracked or something?
No, he's a British cartoonist, Mark Jackson.
Okay.
He did stuff for. I think the first time I saw him was he was doing stuff for Hey Kids Comics, which
Okay.
was through like I think it was somebody that Johnny Sampson knew. I might be incorrect, but like they owned I think his name was like Jason Mojica, and he owned like a kids comic shop in New York, and they put out a zine. At first, now it's like completely. The zine is like completely. Kids by kids for kids, but originally he he had kind of recruited some cartoonists, and I'd seen him do a lot of work for Hey Kids, and his stuff is really good too.
I think he's in Stupid Comics as well, which is like a smaller, freaky style type
Mhm.
publication for a while too.
And I think I saw, because I followed Mark, I think he's got a comic, or like not a comic, but a magazine called Goof that he started. So it's kind of like freaky-esque, and it's got a lot of different cartoonists. Thought about reaching out to him. But
Well, and then this is also copyright Weirdo Comics. I was wondering about that. So I guess it was
Weirdo.
published elsewhere.
Yeah, is that like a different weirdo, or
Hey,
was
that-
was this in Weirdo Comics?
That can't be from the
I don't know.
80s. I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Here we have Cole, the Krusty Cupcake.
I do have the book of Weirdo.
Kyle's got every book. in his library.
Yeah, I've got a couple issues of Weirdo too. I've got the one where it's the Hieronymus Bosch cover.
The covers were great because they're all crumb, but I mean, I find the magazine pretty inconsistent.
Yeah, it's just kind of stuff slapped together, but I mean, I still liked it.
Well, yeah, I like that format too. I have a few of like the Kurtzman help magazines too, which have a similar vibe, where it's like some really great stuff mixed in with like a bunch of junk.
Now, I do love this Send Your Kid to Summer Camp.
Oh,
Yeah, you definitely didn't make
That's
the list.
awesome.
the hanging out with friends image at the bottom, that was a pretty fun surprise.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
honestly,
weird
when I
way
was
of
flipping through
phrasing
this
it.
the first time, I thought this was more Darren Marinick stuff.
Yes, Shane's right. We did work on a piece together, kind of, but I didn't talk to Mark. But he did a great job on it.
Nice. You know what? Hold on. Here, talk about Send Your Kids to Camp real quick. I have to click on some stuff. Kyle, say something.
Yeah.
Me, hold on. My book's all out of order.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'll click on this later. Hey, this thing threw me for a loop. This is like one of the things I love about Freaky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this stuff. Boy, I hope this doesn't awaken something in me, though. I'll tell you that. I'm about to
This
go
reminds
to
me of,
Meat
like-
face.
This reminds me of like the early issues of Freaky, where it was kind of a lot of weird collage photos and kind of stills from movies like Freaks and
Right,
stuff,
yeah.
like stuff written over it.
I like when Goldfarb does like the dress up and everything too, and takes the photos at the Fumetti type.
Absolutely,
stuff.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Have you,
You
you
know-
guys seen his short film too, like the episode, like the TV show thing? That was
Yes.
kind of
Snake Eyes saw
style.
That was
If
so
I'm thinking of the right
good.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on. He did it. Did he release it in parts? I'm trying to remember. I think he did like one like little like preview or like a trailer of it. But that video was. Go ahead.
He told me that the apartment where he filmed that, he had to move out of it, and he just keeps that as his office now, but he can't live in it anymore because it's so full of eyeballs,
Yeah.
like giant eyeballs. Just
I
That's
think it's great. I
incredible.
think he should run his own
Yeah.
kid show. That'd be awesome.
No, I'm a full prude. Listen, get that out of here. Disgusting. Anyway, this is a family show. I shouldn't have shown that for so long. All right, this is the Freaky Alphabet, which, was very good and very fun to read through. I am going to continue on, except this part. Y is for Yeti. You may know they're Himalayan. They're said to be endangered, and that is quite dismaying. And that is true, actually. They are endangered. They're on the, because nobody's ever seen one, so.
I love the face on the letter N, by the way, for nightmares.
Wait, where is that one? L M L M.
Next page, top left.
Oh, yeah, that is freaky.
Hey! Everybody screams. It's like Pee Wee. The window starts flapping up and down.
Here's the Andrew Goldfarb, the man himself.
Mhm.
Written by Mark Arnold, who is a cracked guy and friend of the show. He was on a long time ago.
looks like I just saw he has a book coming out about Sick magazine, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he did the mad ones and the cracked ones, and now there's a Sick. I believe it's Sick with the clown. Is that
Yeah,
Sick?
I just
yeah.
I think so, yeah.
just remembered he emailed me to be on a live stream, and I forgot to reply. I should probably do that. That was like months ago.
It was tonight,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
yeah.
brokered that connection.
You did?
Brokered that. It was through me. He messaged me and I was like, well, I don't really have an interview program set up, but you should talk to Patrick.
Yeah, well.
And then I contacted you and you were like, oh yeah, I will have him on.
Well, that must be very embarrassing for you.
It is, yeah. It hurts my credibility.
Yeah. Hey, here we have Brandon Hicks and Dalton Vaughn.
Mhm.
Tag team back again.
Yeah.
Dip-a-dip-up-doop-a-doop.
I wrote all the words.
Yeah, he did actually. This was so cool because, like, Brandon, I don't remember when you sent this to me. It was probably like a year or two ago.
Yeah, probably.
And we were talking about like wanting to do this, and when oh god, I can't remember. I think we were like I originally pitched it to Mad, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I
hey,
think so. Like early on.
Yeah.
Because they were thinking of maybe doing something for a holiday, something. But
yeah, and I was like, I think it was like last year I pitched it to him, and I was like, hey, do you have room for a one pager? Because like I email Susie every once in a while, and I'm like, hey, I'm still interested if you guys are kind of figuring stuff out and doing new stuff. And so anyway, yeah, this got pitched to Mad, got turned down. I don't know if it was budget or they didn't like Brandon's writing, but I love Brandon's writing. But
I really want to know. I really want to know how much that's in Freaky was previously rejected from Mad, because I would say 80 to 90% of the things that I've had in Freaky were rejected from Mad.
Really,
yeah,
including
I think
one
most-
this one.
to a degree, a lot of the stuff I do for Freaky is like kind of Mad cosplay, but you got to know it's also like a little weirder, a little grosser. You just got a little more, like vibe to it, but
You're trying to think, what would Mad reject?
exactly, yeah.
and
What would
speaking
be
of.
almost appropriate to submit.
And speaking of, I'm super happy that Brandon got his big Mad debut because
Yes,
Yeah,
dude, you should have been in it a long time ago.
yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Yeah, because we
Of course.
linked up, and actually, I knew that we were collaborating when I was on the interview with you, Patty. You brought up like,
Mhm.
oh, the new issue of Mad has content coming out, and I'm like, oh, surprise! Wow.
Yeah, we were actually emailing, and I emailed him and I was like, hey, do we need to? I think Susie was like, hey, don't tell anybody yet. But it was kind of like a in the works thing. But yeah, Brandon and I have been working on a couple things. We pitched. If this tells you anything, we knew about the political issue back in like June or something.
Whoa,
And I was like,
okay, yeah.
I was like, Brandon, you've got to write something, dude. Like
I
I would need to collab.
Yeah, no, I appreciate reaching out. I wrote like 10 Biden articles, and then he drops out of the race.
Yeah.
So, thankfully they picked something that wasn't too specific on that, so we were able to pivot a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
did
immediately was like, hey, what do we do since he dropped out? And she was like, we're figuring that out.
Also, like, who cares? It'll be like the second most relevant thing that's been in like Mad Magazine for the last 2 years or something.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, here we have Christmas on a Budget by Brandon Hicks. Look at that, man. This is like another thing that reminds me. This is like Mad-esque. Is like it feels like the old when they would do the catalogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like it's not a catalog, but it like kind of reminds me of that type of thing they would do.
Like the
Well, I
layout.
like that, like
yeah.
the Mad magazine style articles, right? Like again, it's kind of a way to do a bit of Mad cosplay. Like, what if I could do it in the '60s, but like a little dumber, a little grosser, a little weirder.
Yeah.
Crack.
like
Yeah.
the rat's nest
Yeah.
is good there. The
Yeah,
rats
or like,
nativity scene, that's great.
Dalton's,
Yeah, I was just
Dalton's
laughing about the rats.
suitcase. Dalton's suitcase
Yeah.
friends.
Oh
with the
yeah,
jalopy
yeah,
out front. Yeah.
yeah.
I
They
didn't
didn't.
even
Those were
notice
the
the
ones that
rats.
didn't make it to the island.
I like the
Golly.
ghost cookie.
I love the rat nativity scene. It's amazing.
That's good too.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell's the
Yeah.
ghost cookie?
They're holiday
there it is.
treats.
I see.
I have to keep confirming on your screen and my copy because this is all weird.
Do you have any
Yeah, I gotta-
bonus pages, Kyle?
I think I do, but I don't want to like say what they are.
Guess you show up in a later
Because,
issue or something.
Well, also like maybe they're just placeholders and they got bumped or something. I don't know.
Mm.
Oh.
Or maybe they'll show up later in this issue that we're looking at.
Well,
They were just earlier in my issue.
let's
I also like the
find
homeless
out.
guy. The homeless guy's beard with the bone in it. It's always good.
Yeah.
Good touch.
It's a reverse Sideshow Mel.
I will. You know what? Anybody who's watching now, who's just tuning in, they weren't here at the beginning. Make sure that you check out the description. Here, I'm going to do full screen for a second. Make sure you just check out the description down below, because not only will you find links to all of my guests' social media pages, you'll also find a link to the Patreon for Freaky Magazine, and that's how you can become a subscriber of this. That's how you can support not only this independent publication, but all of the artists who are on now talking about it. So please, if you haven't already, click on that Patreon link and subscribe to Freaky. Anyway, there we go. And oh, look at right in time for Silent But Deadly. Kyle, is this one of yours that you had rejected from Mad? Oh, thanks, Sticks. That's a fun fact.
Oh, Kyle's muted, I think.
Kyle, we can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say this is probably my most rejected. I think Mad rejected this twice at least. Because what happened is when they moved to Burbank, it was like, well, all these old rejects are new again. But I pitched this a few other places. But, you know, I thought about you because I know how much you love little baby Jesus, you know?
Yeah, I do, man. I went to Mass this morning. It was great. They talked about this. They didn't. Not yet. Look at that. Whose cat is that? Shut that thing up.
Oh, that's my boy. He's at the door. He found out I'm in here, I think.
Look at that. Dude, you love those belly dancers.
That's that. Yeah, I was about to say that looks like the dancer that is in season 1 of The Simpsons.
Yeah, she's very
Yeah.
much inspired by that dancer.
For sure, yeah. I forget her name. I don't.
Yeah, I
and
don't
she, I know
remember
she
either.
has a name.
Princess something or other, isn't it? Princess.
That's right, yeah.
yeah.
Princess Cashmere. Princess Cashmere.
Princess Cashmere. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
We'll
that's
each take a
insane
half
that you
point on that
guys
one.
that you just pulled that. That's crazy. Here we
Some good,
yeah,
good
wait.
puke in that one, Kyle, as well.
Well, thank
Another
you.
appearance of the bone.
Oh yeah. The hidden bone.
You know, the bone is got to be one of my top 10 favorite, you know, cartoon
Is that-
tropes.
yeah.
Whether
The
it's
bone
in
and the
puke
fish
or
head,
garbage,
Mhm.
Do you think it's an Al Jaffee thing, or do you think it predates him?
it has to predate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Bunk really brought it back, like in full force. Like he
Yeah,
was
Jaffee and Bunk were the two best vomit artists, I think, in Mad.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And here we have the flippers. This is like an original idea, right? Like I always thought that in Freaky the shine through ones that you'll see later
Mhm.
were original. But then it turns out Cracked Magazine did that.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a ripoff of the Fold In, I guess, but it's a different-ish concept. It starts from those soakers I used to do.
Yeah.
Like where they kind of revealed the joke, the punchline. I try to find a way to do that just in one page.
You know what I
Yeah.
really liked about those soakers was how much it was clearly a pain in the ass to you, and obviously how much people were like after you to do more of them.
I'm like, no, it sucks so hard drawing on this. Well, also, I started doing it in March of 2020, right? So, like,
Yeah.
COVID hit immediately, and you could not buy paper towels.
Then here's the freakouts. And here you have Mark Arnold and Dalton Vaughn.
Yeah, I really loved drawing this Chihuahua.
That's great.
This was actually, I think, the first thing I did for this issue, or the first thing I sent to him. And yeah, I really like drawing this one.
I can't read. What's the line?
I think they put an extra shot in the puppuccino. Here we have I want to be mindful of the time, and so we have. Well, this is like I always love these, but it's impossible to actually show them on.
I think it's dog and cat on the other side.
Yeah.
I drew
Dog
these.
and-
I think I'm taking over this feature.
Oh yeah.
Goldfarb messaged me, and I did this one, and
Yeah.
I have one in the next issue too.
Nice. And then, of course, the freak mail. And you can be a freak too if you subscribe to Freaky Magazine. This is another one like I really liked. It, it's kind of like a house ad.
That's
I
a
like
great
having the
style.
full color stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it looks really
Yeah, I
good.
love that.
Oh, and I forgot about that. Even like for real, Brandon, you have like for quantity, it is you that has like the most, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But this is also like over like a year. I actually did this like literally a year ago. Goldfarb messaged me, and Steven wrote it, and I think somebody else did like the layout, and I kind of worked from that. But yeah, like I drew this December of 2023.
Yeah. Nice.
There's some jockeying for the color pages, I think, because I know I did a color page like several issues ago, and when I did that, it was like planned 3 issues in advance, because like, well, the next color back is this one, and then this one, and then you, and then so and so.
I remember like because I pitched like I had something that I drew and rejected somewhere else, and I sent it to Freaky, and he saved that spot for me. But then by the time it came around, I'm like, I want to do something new for it. That was my other back page. But yeah, I've only done it 2.
That should be the tagline on Freaky. I had something I drew for another company, but it was rejected, so I sent it to Freaky.
Yeah. I don't know that that's like a tagline many magazines want.
Well, you know what? Like, it just shows how bold Freaky is, that it's not willing to kowtow to advertisers or, the city fathers, or whoever, right? That's right. It's getting out there. It's dishing the real freaky dirt.
Mm-hmm.
That is a wonderful way of phrasing it, Kyle. You guys, Cam Hayden, raise your hand. Dalton Vaughn. Yeah, raise your hand, yeah. Brandon Hicks. And Kyle Bridget. Begrudgingly. Just be a team player. Thank you guys so Thank you guys so much for giving me your time and joining me on this live stream. It was a pleasure having all of you guys on.
You're
I would love
welcome.
to do this.
Yeah, thank you.
Anytime, man. Thanks.
It was a pleasure having you guys on, and I hope that we can do this again in the future. Look at, stop clicking.
I was gonna say, did Kyle go pee again?
Yeah. No, you'll hear him. You'll hear him. It's insane.
Listen, if you had this show between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., there'd be no pee breaks. But you have it at night. I have to pee.
You should go
I'm sorry.
pee during the day. You shouldn't just save
I
it all
do.
up.
I go pee at increasingly smaller
Mom, Dad,
intervals
please
throughout
stop
the day.
He's gonna get a UTI, Brandon. I'm just looking out for him.
Hey, listen, next time in the future, just a heads up, just play Stairway to Heaven, go do your business, and come back. I mean, that's...
I should just get some piss bottles and throw them out the window, like like a truck.
Then you're going to be on neckbeard dens, and we don't want that.
Remember, everybody, visit those links down in the description of this video. Of course, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.